Casus aksiyon türünün son dönemlerdeki medarı iftarı ilk 3 filmiyle 1 trilyon gişe hasılatı yapan ve büyük bir hayran kitlesine sahip olan Bourne serisinin son halkası Bourne'un Mirası'nın geçtiğimiz haftalarda vizyona girdiğinden ve başrolünün Matt Damon yerine Jeremy Renner'a emanet olduğundan bahsetmiştik. Jeremy Renner'a film teklifi oldukça ilginç bir biçimde gelmiş. Bir gün kapısı çalınmış ve bir paketle karşılaşmış. Üstünde ise bir not varmış. Senaryoyu okuduktan sonra bu numarayı ara. Oyuncuya göre oldukça ilginç bir film teklifiymiş bu. Hikaye yazılmadan önce tüm mekanlar belirlenmiş, Kanada kayalıklarından Güneydoğu Asya'ya kadar tüm aksiyon sahnelerinin çekileceği mekanlar tasarlanmış. Motosikletle kovalamaca sahnelerinde Jeremy Renner'la Rachel Weisz ise dublör kullanmamış. Kalp atışlarımızı hızlandıran film halihazırda vizyondayken kamera arkası görüntülerini ve oyuncularla röportajları merak edenler için sırada Bourne'un Mirası'nın kamera arkası.
We have to get ready.
Yo, ready for what?
You think that Jason Bourne was the whole story? There's a lot more going on here.
What the hell don't I know about this?
All right, let's roll, please.
Action!
The audiences love this franchise, so it's pretty exciting to take on such a responsibility.
It's a complete offshoot from the trilogy that came before.
Find him fast and kill him.
We wanted to create a larger conspiracy. The Treadstone program that you saw was only one program.
Jason Bourne isn't the only agent that's out there.
Who the hell is he?
He's an outcome agent.
It's Aaron Cross. We have never seen evaluations like this.
You can't really control these agents, and they're too smart.
You had alterations made to 2 different chromosomes. Muscle efficiency, pain suppression. It's the most exciting development in the history of the science.
Well, I'm not just a science project, Doc.
People, listen up.
This story is taking place at the same exact time as the last movie took place.
Jason Bourne is in Manhattan.
Confirmed. What?
This is a national security emergency.
What happened at the end of Ultimatum, it's gone public, and that's created this ripple effect to these other programs.
The FBI is investigating links between Treadstone and this man, Jason Bourne.
Fear creeps in pretty easily.
He becomes victim of politics at a higher level.
You start to consider the magnitude of what we're facing if this moves sideways on us.
Meaning what?
Meaning we will burn the program to the ground. Buyer is able to justify certain actions. Where are we? 30 seconds. Because of a larger morality that he believes in.
Target destroyed.
Aaron needs Marta to survive, and they're trying to kill her as well.
Hey, look, it's me. Do you want to live? Do you want to live?
Yes!
Good.
There really is no one else to turn to. They end up completely relying on one another.
We have less than 8 minutes to clear out of here, because the next thing coming through that door is gonna wipe us out.
They're not dead? I thought they were dead.
It's run and gun from that point on.
The Bourne legacy is raw, exciting, dangerous, edgy, sexy. And the stakes really don't get any higher.
You should have left me alone. And then this fight to survive. There's a lot of action. It is high octane.
You okay? Let's go.
There's no prep. That's what I was so stressed about. How do you prepare for that? I mean, I can prepare for a jump or a stunt and work out, however, stretch. Just go get cold. That's it. You know, you have to sort of like mentally kind of go there. But it actually wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. It was so bad up to the moment going in. But once I did it, I was like, okay, my brain made it much worse than I thought it would ever be. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, and ended up doing it with no wetsuit, just did the shirtless thing, and it was all fine. It was all fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not jumping in the water, you know, again. But I'm glad I did it. Initially, being out there in the woods was to just keep Aaron Cross busy. That's sort of what kind of became the problem of outcome. Bad things. So Aaron Cross is out in the wilderness just to keep him busy. They have him on a scavenger hunt, essentially, looking for absolutely nothing. But they're keeping him busy. And then in the meantime, they, you know, realize that the program is out of control and, you know, shut it down. There's emotional noise in outcome agents. They have feelings about things, so that can be in trouble. Now these guys in Larks, they're like Terminators. No empathy, no feelings. But they have the physical, they have the mental. I think we did some really cool stuff that, I mean, there's been some motorcycle chases. The problem with motorcycle chases, it's easy to, you know, if you're in a car, it's easy to take them out, you know, whatever. It's,
And it's more uncomfortable, I think, if an audience doesn't necessarily have those questions answered for them. I think it's a more uncomfortable and it's a more unsettling experience if you're not really sure what somebody's intentions are.
The thing I like about Born is the level of realism. So the stunts feel and look very realistic, partly because of Dan Bradley's great directorial skill at directing stunts, but also because they actually just are real. I mean, we were just doing them. So yeah, I mean, there was a certain amount of questions that could be asked, but actually the thing about stunts is you can't really explain them. You just have to do them. So if you saw me asking lots of questions on set, it's probably because I was incredibly anxious and I was trying to just kind of delay it. You just have to do it, and then it's like learning a dance. Well, on the back of a bike, it's just you experience it, and every time you do it, it gets a little bit less scary. I think the really interesting thing about Marta, my character, is that she's working in science at the very cutting edge of her field, and she's incredibly excited by what she's doing. She's very highly paid, and you know the project is very highly funded by the government, but there are certain things that she does not know and is not allowed to know. She's told not to ask any questions, and I think that probably suits her because she's a bright person, and if she started to think about what she was doing, she would know that there was a huge moral compromise going on. So it's kind of don't ask don't ask, don't tell. There's an arc from her being completely helpless to she becomes a kind of warrior, in a sense. I think I was on the back of a bike a couple of times in my life. It's not something I've not done a lot of motorbike riding. I mean, it's a very different thing, I think, riding a bike and being driven. I was on the back, so I had to just trust Jeremy and surrender. But there was also, you know, hundreds and hundreds of extras driving jeepneys and cars around us that we were weaving in and out of. So it wasn't just trusting Jeremy, which I did. I did trust him. It was all these other random things. I mean, for an accident occur, the probability was pretty high as far as I was concerned, but I had to surrender. So, but you know, the good thing about it was I didn't have to act. I was just absolutely terrified, and so was my character, so I didn't have to act. So that was, in a way, easy.
We wanted to create a larger conspiracy. The conceit here is that everything that we were seeing before in the previous films was sort of housed in one arena, and we're sort of saying you were only seeing one ring of the circus, and it's or one small portion of something that's much larger. Through the science that they've developed, they give him this gift of, it's not just the physical enhancements and things that they've done, which are very, you know, it's the science is very real and very small, but a small change makes a big change. They give him, they make him enlightened, and he's someone who's been living in darkness, who's enlightened, and he's made huge sacrifices already, and he's making huge sacrifices as an outcome agent, and one of the perils of making somebody very smart is, and one of the perils of this program is, they make these people very smart and they can't control what that means.